Hey there, M here, and welcome back to Let's Play Danganronpa. Last time, as you can see, Taka and Hifumi were both killed. In this episode, I began the investigation proper, starting with the bodies. Taka, he'll never move again. According to the Monokuma file, Taka died from a blow to the head. We found Justice Hammer number 4 near his body in the equipment room. Is that what was used to kill him? And there's a tarp laid out under his body. Did the killer use this to move Taka's body? That way there wouldn't be any blood left behind while the body was moved. I wonder. Hifumi's big, cold body is laying on the floor. His really big body. I mean, how on earth was the killer able to move someone so big? From the nurse's office where he was discovered to here, the repository. All the way from the first floor to the third, and all without anyone noticing it. How the hell? It's no good. I just don't get it. I can think about it later. For now, I have to finish investigating Hifumi himself. If I remember correctly, Hifumi's fatal injury was a blow to the head, probably from Justice Hammer 3, which was laying on the floor in the nurse's office. Huh? Wait, something's off about his body. Why am I getting this feeling? Something's different. Something about Hifumi's body in the nurse's office versus his body right now. That's it! His glasses! When his body was in the nurse's office, his glasses were covered in blood, but now they're completely clean. Does that mean someone wiped his glasses off? But who would do that? And why? It's a dolly. It doesn't have a handle. I saw this in the art room before. I guess it's used to move statues around. It's kinda awkward, but if you bend down, it's not too hard to use. Huh? But wait, wasn't this in the equipment room when we found Taka's body? And look at the wheel. There's a blood stain on it. So there's blood on the wheel of the dolly that was moved from the equipment room to the repository. What's the explanation for that? Simple, someone used that dolly to take Taka's body and put it in here. Though, if that were the case, then... Well, wait, the blood might have been too dry by then to really leave a stain on the floor of the art room. Also, there's a lot less hammers over there than there were before. There are hammers of all different sizes hanging on the wall, although some are more like mallets. Mallets? Could the Justice Hammers have been designed using these as a model? Either way, all the hammers here have obviously seen a lot of use. They're all covered in debris and chalky stone powder. Wait, for some reason, this one hammer isn't dirty at all. It's wet. Did someone wash it recently? Spotless hammer, so I gotta look for a sink next, I suppose. Okay, do you two happen to have accounts for me to listen to? Hey, Makoto, I've been thinking about something. It's about the repository. Huh? What is it? After Hifumi and Taka's bodies disappeared, we split up to look around, right? I was really scared, so me and Sakura stuck together. What? And we came right to the repository to, look around. But when we got here, the repository was locked. Oh, so you guys did notice it, okay. We couldn't get inside. It was locked. And we came here as soon as the search started, so there's no way someone could have beat us here. So if that's true, then who locked it? And why is it unlocked now? I wonder the same thing. The door was locked when the search for the bodies began, but now it's wide open. There might be some secret lurking in there. But I'll probably have to leave this area to figure it out. What about you, Sakura? There are many aspects to the incident this time. Too many, to be honest. Considering that, it may be good to look back on everything that's happened. So then... Would you like my help? Yes! Yeah, let's look back on things. Okay, so apparently if you talk to Sakura, she'll give you a recap of the case thus far. Kind of interesting, I don't think they did it before. Byakuya, do you think Hiro really did it? I don't see how anyone could think otherwise. When the attacks and murders and disappearances all happened, every one of us had an alibi. And the last thing Hifumi said when he died, yeah, he said Hiro's name. Then there is no room to suspect anyone else. Okay, but if he did do it, why would he hide his identity with that weird costume? Maybe he thought that no matter what happened, he'd be safe as long as his face was covered. Because he's the fool of the century, you see. I can't really argue with that. I mean, he is kinda dumb. But do you really think that's enough to explain it? I feel like there's a clue hiding in there somewhere. What? And is that it? That's all that bothers you about the case? Well, no, there are a few other things. Like, why did the killer try to hide the bodies? They probably figured that if we couldn't find the bodies, we couldn't complete our investigation. But if that's the case, we found the bodies pretty easily, didn't we? Again, it comes back to the fact that the culprit was a moron. Is that really all there is to it? The other thing that bothers me is, why'd they bother killing 2 people? What? Because all the rule says is, if you can kill someone and get away with it, you graduate, right? So if you're the killer, your number one priority is not getting caught. But killing 2 people means more clues, more chances you'll get found out.
See.
Hold on. Perhaps... I see. So that's what that means. Is everything okay? You just gave me an idea, Makoto. I'm surprised.
That's enough.
Don't talk to me as if we're friends. What's with that attitude? But you have my appreciation.
Goodbye.
Thanks to you, I might have some fun with this after all. His mysterious words hung in the air as he left the repository. He talked as if he'd figured something out. But if he did, would it have killed him to tell me what it was? No, because he's Byakuya, remember? He's part of the big old Togami family, blah blah blah. I've already said something like this, I ain't repeating myself. There's only one way in and out of this room, though the door that Hina said was locked before. There is definitely a lock on this door, but it can only be locked from inside the repository. I don't see any way to lock it from in the art room. The door can only be locked from inside the repository, which makes me wonder. Hina and Sakura confirmed that the door was locked after we started looking for the missing bodies. And the door is designed so that it can only be locked from inside the repository. Yeah, it looks like one of those locks that you push to lock or something. In other words, when Hina checked it out, someone had already gone in the repository and locked the door. When they were done, they unlocked it and left, which is why it's unlocked now. But Hina claims that there's no way someone could have beaten them to the repository. So that certain someone, there's gotta be a clue around here somewhere. Maybe I should check somewhere else. There are some places I already know about. First the nurse's office where Hifumi was found, then the equipment room where Taka was found. Alright, I'm gonna go to the equipment room now because I do believe I remember seeing something that's a bit suspicious, and it's gotta do with that dolly. There's some kind of tire mark going through the pool of blood in the middle of the room. That reminds me about the dolly in the repository. There was blood on its tire. Could that blood have come from here? Which could mean that Taka's body was moved from the equipment room to the repository using the dolly. Both rooms are on the 3rd floor, so that should definitely have been possible. But even if the dolly was used to move Taka's body, what about Hifumi? Hifumi's body was in the nurse's office on the 1st floor. Even with a dolly, there's no way to get it up to the 3rd floor. That's still a total mystery. Justice Hammer 3, the one that was used to kill Hifumi. Someone moved the body but left the weapon behind. It's just a normal trash can. Huh? Wait, there's something inside. It's too small to be a handkerchief. It's a glasses cleaning cloth. And it's got some kind of cartoon character on it. Yeah, I bet that was used to clean the blood off of Hifumi's glasses. But it's also covered in blood.
Oh.
Did you find something? Yeah, there was a cleaning cloth in the trash can.
Huh?
A cleaning cloth? And it's all bloody. Whoever this belonged to must have used it to wipe up some blood. But who would need to do something like that? I haven't the slightest idea. Yeah, me either. But I think it might be important. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that belongs to Hifumi. I mean, he's the only other guy I know that's obsessed with anime. By the way, you find anything? What are you investigating, Celeste? I am not investigating anything, precisely speaking. I am simply going around seeing if Hiro might be hiding somewhere. What about you? Oh, you know, I'm just checking this and that. The main thing on my mind is how someone could have moved Hifumi's body.
Let's see.
How Hifumi was moved, eh? When it disappeared, you were supposed to be in the nurse's office, right?
Yes, indeed.
Correct. Hina was not feeling well, so I stayed behind to look after her. But she seemed to be getting worse, so I took her to the bathroom. And when you got back, the body was gone? We could not have been gone for more than a minute or two, though. Yeah, Hina said the same thing. So then the killer was able to get in and move Hifumi's body in that short amount of time?
Indeed.
It would seem so. To carry off someone as big as Hifumi in only a couple of minutes is... I can't think of it as anything less than impossible. Yeah, the only person I could see doing it is Sakura, but she's got an alibi. Something's off about all this. So this is where you were. I've been looking for you. You have? I wanted to thank you for what you did. Not that you meant to, but you ended up making this little game of ours very interesting indeed. How many times do I gotta repeat myself? Stop calling it a game! You should go to Hiro's room. Oh, and let me give you this. Meet me in the dining hall. This is the note Hiro wrote to get us all to meet up, right? Oh shit, that was supposed to be in Makoto's voice. You remember well. Well, the penmanship was pretty remarkable, so it left an impression. Anyway, this makes it clear, right? this is a trap. What is? Things grow ever more exciting. What are you talking about? I've already repaid my debt. I don't owe you any more explanation.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. I expect you to figure this all out on your own, Makoto. So we said to go to Hiro's room, but what's waiting for me there? Alright, suppose I'll go check out Hiro's room then. Aoi, Sakura, I suppose it's at the end of the hall. Leon, Yasuhiro. The door is unlocked? I guess I can go inside. Byakuya did say to go look. It might not be a great idea, but I'm gonna take the plunge. Oh, we now get to see what's inside this room. A lot of stuff. This is Hiro's room. There's all kinds of weird stuff in here. Where'd he even get it all from? And, anyone else seen the camera glitch out there? More importantly, he still hasn't turned up, which means he can't really complain if I don't get his permission to search his room, right? Is that supposed to be glitchy? Yeah, I guess it's not supposed to be glitchy, so... Whoops! I uncovered a graphical bug. 0 out of 10 boxes. I think there's something in the cardboard box. It's blueprints for something. And some things made out of... It looks like cardboard, plastic, and plaster? Is this Robo-Justice? And it's in Hiro's room! But wait, these blueprints. Something about them bothers me. Makoto! Big news! Big news! Oh, what's wrong? We found Kyoko! What? Is she okay? Where is she? Wait, I wasn't done! There's more big news! Robo-Justice showed up too! Robo-Justice? It's Hiro wearing the costume. Anyway, as soon as you can, head to the pool on the 2nd floor! To think Hiro and Kyoko would turn up at the same time. Anyway, I have to head for the pool. I ran off to the 2nd floor as fast as I could. Yeah, I don't get to do it myself. Oh, they're all at the locker room. Locker room? No, at the single locker. So what's happened again, huh? Kyoko and... Phew! Man, I have had the worst day! Hiro? Kyoko, you got anything to say? I found Hiro. He was jammed into the pool locker room. It looked like he was fast asleep, so I kicked him and woke him up.
Don't be mean.
I still can't believe you kicked me! You could have been a little more gentle about it, like, I don't know, caress my face or something.
What?
That's creepy. Anyway, Kyoko, where have you been all this time? You just disappeared all of a sudden without a trace.
Wow.
There was something I had to check up on. What do you mean? Never mind. I can't never mind!
It's nothing.
Never mind.
Hey,
More importantly, she says that, but does she have any idea? Does she know people think she might be spying for the mastermind? First of all, Hiro, you need to explain to us why you're dressed like that. Oh, well, I have no idea. 1 second I was asleep, don't even know how that happened. Then I woke up and then I was here. I don't care. Do something about that costume. It pains me just to look at you. Well, I don't know what's up with this thing, but I can't actually get it off! A little help! Why would you make something that you can't take off by yourself? I didn't make the stupid friggin' thing! There's a clasp on the back that's keeping you from getting it off. It looks pretty sturdy. I don't think you can get it off on your own. We don't really have a choice. Let's help him. It took everyone's help, but slowly we were able to get Hiro out of the suit. It took a few minutes, but eventually we got all the pieces off. Whew! Free at last! Thanks, guys, I nearly suffocated in that thing. Isn't it kind of weird how perfectly the suit fits Hiro?
so
More
then,
to the point, nobody but Hiro would be able to wear that costume. Wait, what? Hold on a sec.
honestly,
Don't bother trying to act innocent. The blueprints were in your room as well.
is that okay?
In other words, it is obvious to everyone that you made this costume. Wait, have you been to Yasuhiro's room? That's true. I saw the blueprints myself. Yeah, me too.
Could it be
Then it's obvious. The one who put this costume on and went around attacking everyone
terrible?
was Hiro! Shall we tie him up and gag him?
Just the one.
Good idea! We wouldn't want him killing anyone else. Tie me up! Hold on, guys. I think that's going a little far.
That's right.
He may be a suspect, but he deserves fair treatment. Yeah, I mean, attacking, blueprints, I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
What the heck?
You can't talk your way out of this. It's been decided. You killed them! What? Killed who? I have no idea what you're talking about. There must be a fake hero running around. You're the only one who can wear this costume. So who else could possibly be the costumed attacker? How do you know I'm the only one? Maybe you should try it on yourself before you convict me. Fine, if you're gonna be a jerk about it, I will! Without missing a bit, Hina started putting on the Robo-Justice costume.
Huh. See? Look. See how loose it is?
You look silly.
I mean, come on. I'm blind as a bat in here. Can't see my feet at all. I'm surprised you got anywhere in this thing.
I'm telling you, it wasn't me!
And not to mention, you totally can't bend at the waist. Seems like a pretty obvious oversight.
That's not a very nice thing to say. I mean, it's not like I made it. I just got caught up in the moment.
Well, either way, now we know for sure, right? I mean, it seems pretty clear that nobody but Hiro could have fit into this dumb costume.
Hey, I'd say not to say such things until everybody's gotten a chance to try the costume. In a huff, Hina took the suit back off again. Well, now you're all out of excuses. No, you see, it's 'cause you're a girl. If it was another guy, then... Makoto, go ahead. Why me? Or why him? Okay. Against my will, I picked up the pieces off the floor and tried putting them on. It's no good. The arms are too long. There's no way I can wear this.
Just a second.
See? I told you it was impossible! You are absolutely right. It seems this costume was made to fit Hiro's body exactly.
But...
Then there's another costume. They must have one that looks the same, but it fits them.
Honestly.
If you insist on this line of defense, then show us some evidence.
what the heck?
Evidence? You claim there is another suit, yes? Then you must find it and show it to us. But what the heck?
Just the worst.
Who cares? Hero's the only one without an alibi during this whole thing anyway, which is how we know it was him. I mean, is that really true? I have no idea what's been happening. Could someone, tell me? Yeah, I'll go ahead and tell you, Hiro.
What the heck?
If you don't tell me what's going on, how am I supposed to understand? I think I figured out that someone's been killed, right? Hey, Makoto, who was it? Well, 2 people were killed. Taka and Hifumi. What? 2 people?
Just the worst.
Why are you freaking out? You did it! I did not! Wait, hold on. If those 2 are the ones that were killed, that's it! I know who did it!
So then.
You may as well tell us then. Taka and Hifumi were fighting over Alter Ego, right?
At least they're
Which means Alter Ego and or Chihiro must have done it! Yasuhiro, Chihiro's dead, and Alter Ego is a computer program, so that reasoning kind of falls flat.
Correct.
I see. That's unfortunate. Unfortunate?
What the heck?
Stop trying to trick us! Just admit that you did, okay? I'm telling you, you got it all wrong!
So then.
I know! That note! Note? Last night, someone slipped a weird note under my door. And here's what it said. I found a hole maybe we could use to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the rec room at 1 a.m. But the last thing I remember is going to the rec room, then for some reason I fell asleep.
Hey.
The real killer probably drugged me or something.
Just the worst.
Not a chance! It was obviously you, so we're not gonna listen to anything you have to say.
So.
No, hold on. He could be onto something. The nurse's office did have chemicals that could do that. Huh, really? I told you! Someone's trying to set me up! A secret passage, a chance to escape. Someone wrote all that to trick me! Even if that's true, you must be one dumb fish to bite every piece of bait that floats in front of you. Owie, like you're one to talk. Well, after being trapped here so long, even if you know it's a lie, you still gotta check, right? Yo! They preyed on my desire to get out of here! They deceived me! I still don't buy it.
Don't be mean.
Well, you should buy it!
Just a second.
Okay, then show us that note! With pleasure. I have it right here in my, pocket.
No way.
Looks like I lost it. Yeah, sure. But please, you gotta believe me! I want her to fly! As I said before, if you want us to believe you, you must produce evidence. Can you show us the note? I have no particular issue with what you claim, but if you want us to believe you, give us a reason. But what the heck? For serious? Now then, shall we resume our investigation? There's no time to waste before the class trial begins. Why do we need to keep investigating? We already know who did it! Why? Why did you kill them? Tell us, Hiro! No! It's like I said! Was it really to get the money Monokuma offered us? Yeah, that must be it. You must be totally broken, that's why! After all, you're nothing but a fake clairvoyant! Wait! That's a false accusation! Someone help me! Just be thankful we haven't bound and gagged you! Jesus fucking Christ, Aoi, you're going against him pretty hard, aren't you? If you have time to yell and carry on, you have time to search for your evidence, right? You're right! I need to look for the second suit in that note! Feet don't fail me now! Good luck! I guess I'd better get back to guard duty. I was gonna ask Toko, Genocide Jack to switch with me, but if she and Sakura got into a fight, we'd have a catastrophe on our hands. Well, bye. One by one, everyone peeled away. Makoto, do you have a second? Huh? I want you to help me with the investigation. Hooray! I get to help somebody that's not an asshole! It looks like I got a late start on this one, so I need to make up some ground. Sure, I don't mind helping, but can you promise me something? Later when we have time. Will you tell me why you disappeared?
Why is that?
No. To reject me so simply. Anyway, I need your help. You don't mind, do you? Okay. Even though you won't explain why you're gone, why you disappeared.
Shall we go?
Thanks. Now then, shall we? Where to?
Hey.
So, Makoto, first I'd like to examine the corpses. Examine the corpses? I can't believe I'm hearing that from a girl the same age as me.
Correct.
Dead bodies don't lie, you know. They tell the truth far more easily than the living.
Hey.
Wouldn't you agree? How am I supposed to answer?
Anyway,
we have to hurry before the class trial begins again. Yeah, you're right. Okay then, show me where the bodies are. They're in the repository. Then I guess we should head that way for now. Right, gotta book it to the repository before the thing begins. Where's the stairwell? I need to find that stairwell first. Where's the stairwell? Oh, criminy, where's the stairwell? Alright, Kyoko, here you are. There's the corpses. Hifumi and Taka. For a moment, Kyoko seemed to go rigid, but only for a moment.
So then.
Well then, let's get started. She crouched down next to Taka and without hesitation began poking and prodding the bodies.
I knew it.
The Monokuma file was right. They were killed using similar weapons. Her movements were so smooth. She was so calm. Seeing how comfortable she was actually made me feel a little more comfortable. Makoto, I found something. You did? You remember the wristwatch Taka always wore on his left hand? He did? Are you so oblivious to the people around you? Do you dislike other people that much? No, I just don't notice certain details. No, that's not it. Anyway, so you said he had a watch?
So then.
Take a look. It's broken. You can see the hands aren't moving, right? It most likely broke when he had his encounter with his assailant. And if you notice, the hands are frozen at just past 6 o'clock. So that would mean the watch was broken sometime just after 6?
That's right.
But last night, Taka's watch definitely wasn't broken. Hey, you! How long were you gonna keep us waiting? Taka's irritated voice pierced the air as he stared pointedly at his wristwatch. It's almost 10 o'clock, you know that? Bedtime for all the little boys and girls! So if it worked at 10 last night, it couldn't have been broken at 6 p.m., meaning it must have happened at 6 this morning. And that's not all. Look at Taka's left hand. He appears to be gripping something. You're right, there's something white in there.
Makoto.
Can you try and pry it out? Me?
Because.
Rigor mortis has already set in. Boys are better suited to this kind of manual labor, right? Okay. As much as I didn't want to, I grasped Taka's cold hand. The ice-cold hand was nearly enough to cause my heart to stop beating. After some effort, I was finally able to free the object from his tightly clenched wrist. A piece of paper?
Hey.
Was that all he had in his hand? Yeah, that's it. Just a little scrap of paper. Doesn't seem like much of a clue, does it?
Is that right?
I wonder about that. Kyoko then turned to Hifumi's body.
So then.
Let's check Hifumi's body now. Perhaps he's left us a few clues of his own. So, did you find anything? I did. More than I expected, to be honest. Look at this. A wad of paper?
That's right.
Hifumi had it hidden on him. Hidden?
Indeed.
he stuffed it into his pants. So I can only assume he'd hidden it on purpose, you see? In his pants? Wait, so you—
Why is that?
It was just his pants. Not like his socks or something. I don't know what that means.
Hey,
Anyway, let's take a look at the paper. Go ahead, Makoto. Open it up. When I think of how it was stuffed down his pants, it's like, it better be important, Hifumi, or I'll never forgive you for this. A note? I almost said that that's Yasuhiro's note, except it says 6 a.m. instead of 1 a.m. I found a hole maybe we can use to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the equipment room at 6 a.m.
so...
That sounds very familiar. That's it! It's the same thing Hiro said! Then he was telling us the truth!
However,
Although, it's not exactly the same, is it? Last night, someone slipped a weird note under my door. And here's what it said. I found a hole maybe we can use to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the rec room at 1 a.m. The time is different, and the place. Hiro told us that his note said to meet at 1 a.m. But the note they wrote to Hifumi asked him to meet at 6 a.m.
is that right?
Hold on. Just because Hifumi had the note doesn't mean it was meant for him. Huh?
So...
Part of it has been torn off, right? I think there's likely some meaning there. There's some meaning to part of it being ripped? Could you maybe explain it a little more? Think carefully. Why would he have been clutching that scrap of paper so tightly? I have no idea.
So then...
What if it wasn't just a scrap of paper when he was holding it? What if it was something more important? And how would something important like that become a mere scrap of paper? That's what you need to answer. I get the feeling that note was meant for Kiyotaka because look at the note. There's something missing at the corner there, and that looks like what Kiyotaka was holding. So maybe that was meant for Kiyotaka.
Hey.
And while we're at it, I should tell you one other thing. The two victims this time definitely had their e-handbooks on them, so the handbooks have nothing to do with how the murders were carried out. Not that there was any reason to think they were connected to the killings in the first place. So you're saying I don't have to think about the handbooks this time, right?
is that right?
If you didn't have to think about them at all, I wouldn't have gone out of my way to mention it. All I said was that they weren't used to help carry out the murders. There may come a point, however, where a handbook may play a role. A handbook may play a role? I don't think I understand. But if Kyoko thinks it's important, I better keep it in mind. Alright, I better remember that. Oh shit! Already? Usually these investigations go on for about 50 minutes. Then again, it's probably because I got a bit of a head start last episode because I was trying to think of a good place to end the episode on. Alright, Monokuma, what you gotta say? Class trial time?
Are you excited? Are you pumped? It's time for the class trial to begin!
I am not excited, I am not pumped, I'm worried that I'm gonna screw up this pretty bad this time.
Like the bright burst of fireworks, like the flash of a soul clashing with life and death.
When the past forget blah 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 blah
And
blah.
so, with no further ado, everyone please meet at the usual spot.
Okay.
Make your way to the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon.
I'd rather not, but I don't have a choice. It's unfortunate, but I suppose this is where our investigation comes to an end. Oh, it's alright, Kyoko. This one was a lot better than the thing I had with Byakuya. At least with you, it didn't feel like I was being used. You'll have to figure out the rest for yourself and come to the proper conclusion. Yeah, you're right.
Shall we go?
Well, we'd better get going. Okay. Alright, here we are at the red door, and this is where I gotta end the episode because if I include the investigation with the trial, this episode's gonna take like 2 hours. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Next time, we figure out who killed Taka and Hifumi because it does not appear to be as clear-cut as some of the others think. So until then, I hope you have a good morning, day, or night, wherever you are, and I'll see you later. Bye!